take a look at highlights of the qualifying session yesterday, and it started to rain when the GT2 cars come out on track, which meant a great session for Michael Mapelli, who got pole position in the number 54 Porsche in the GT3 GTS class. Second, Daniel Zapretri will start there. Third, Andrea Rizzoli will have that position on the grid. You can see lots of the GT2 cars found themselves spinning, but now we're taking a look at the other one. Actually, yesterday's race, that's in number the number 11 car, the Michael Westreski Philip Pater car, that one yesterday. Let's take a look at yesterday's race then. These GT2 and GT3 machines made their way through paddock for the first time. See Nick Tandy there in second in the Porsche, chasing after the pole car. Andrea Montemini at the wheel of that one as they turned to grab him pen. Nick Tandy trying to find a way through, he couldn't do it. Philip Pater there in fourth, he was the winner. They made their way through Graham Hill Bend for the first time. Nick Tandy kept the pressure on Montemini. Seen no grip out there in the wet yesterday. The cars made their way into the gravel as well. In the GT3, in the GTS part, the race, Marco Mapelli and Archie Howden won that. That car is the one that started on pole. Second in that was Daniel Zemperi and Michael Della Stalla. Holzer and Tandy were people to finish second. You can see them really attacking there, trying to get past Giacomo Bruni and Frederick Leo driving that car. Number 4 machine. And there's the move for second, where Holzer got that away. But here's the car that won, Philip Pater and Michael Borowski. Right, here we go then. Race 2 of the weekend. Missing is the pole Super GT car, GT2. Patrick Pilet will not be there, so the pole GT2 car, Marco Holzer, he'll be starting 5th. The next one is a Corvette, Nicky Pastorelli added. He'll be starting 7th, so the cars will line up 2 by 2 for the rolling start here at Brands Hatch. The second race of the weekend for the International GT Open is underway then. Down the paddock they go. You can see Holzer trying to get the car there into 4th position. He's got it done, and now he's got the 3 GT3 machines in front of him. The cars head up straight for the first time, down towards Graham Hill Bend. You see Holzer really attacking now to try and get that 3rd position away from Rafael Giannamaria, but into Surtees corner and heading onto the Grand Prix loop. It is the race lead. Race lead for Marco Mapelli, second Zampedri, then Rizzoli there in 4th, 3rd, then 4th is Holzer. Back into the Indy part of the circuit there in 5th position is the second of the GT2 machines, the Chevrolet Corvette, drove by Nicky Pastorelli. The cars head onto the Brabham Straight down toward Paddock Hill Bend. And it's 3rd position now for Holzer in that Porsche 997. It started down in 5th, but of course gained a position. Patrick Pilet had a problem on the outlap from the pit lane. So he Holzer though now, so he leads it then. He's got ahead of Rizzoli. He leads them GT2 part of the race. We've got 2 GT3 machines at the front. There's Pastorelli second in the Super GT. Up to 3rd position to come the Aston Martin. That started down 14th overall, but Alvaro Brava is absolutely flying in that car. We have a car also in the gravel there. That's managed to get back out. Alan Colari that was. So the cars head through clearways once again. And look, there's that Aston going really well. See slippery surface flags out because we've got gravel down there in the exit of clearways. The other car reversed out of it. Anyway, through paddock come the leaders once more. Marco Holzer trying to close himself in the top 2. We've got to watch out by Barber. He's already he's gone from 14th to 6th. His next target is for 2nd in the Super GT class of GT2 cars. Trying to get past Nicky Pastorelli in the Corvette, that will be. You can see using a lot of curb there with Barber. See what he can do as they head onto the Grand Prix loop. Meanwhile, I think the leaders are coming closer to each other. Marco Mapelli being closed in by Daniel Zampieri. It's the Porsche ahead of the Ferrari at the moment. 50-minute race is this for the 2 drivers. Shorter than yesterday's race. That was 70-minute race. 16 cars made to start. So through Clearways they come again. And now the battle for 5th position overall is on. Because Pastorelli's been closed in by Barber. Through Paddock then they come. Holzer trying to get closer to Zamperi. Well, the battle for 5th. The Corvette's still ahead of the Aston, but the Aston's a great run out the corner. And trying to get up alongside heading up to Druids. I don't think he'll quite be able to get that one done. Leaders though head on to the Grand Prix loop. What about the battle for 5th? Barber still up on the inside going into 30s. He can't get it done though. And meanwhile behind Michael Broneski looks like Broneski, the winner yesterday, looks like he was about to lose a position. So some great battles in the first 10 minutes or so of this race. And there's our leader then into Clearways. Michael Holzer still trying to work his way up towards an attacking position on the top 2. And you can see there Barber's made it through then. He's up to 2nd in the GT2 cars. 3rd is Pastorelli. And I think it was Manuel Lopez that was running in 4th. And now, but Holzer now is on the back of Zampedri as they head out of Paddock Hill Bend. Looked like the car was bottom out the bottom of the hill there. And there's the battle for 3rd in Super GT just heading out of Paddock Hill Bend. So we've got some battles to be resolved before the end of their first stint as the GT2 machines make their way up through the GT3 after qualifying yesterday, where it started to rain hard when the GT2 cars made their way onto circuit. The meaning the GT3 cars had already set their lap times, but they're from the grid. Right, Barber now onto the battle for 4th position because he's closed in on Andrea Rizzoli. So we'll have to see how that one resolves itself in the next lap or so, because we don't expect the Aston to be sitting there for long. He's working his way through the GT2 field pretty quickly. And now it's a GT3 car. He's got to find a way through. He hasn't as of yet as they turn through Clearways corner. You can see Pastorelli now under lots of pressure from Lopez as they head through Clearways. And up on the inside of the Paddock Hill, when Marco Holzer goes ahead to Daniels and Prairie to go 2nd. And behind, Barber's gone up to 4th. He's got ahead of the car that sits 3rd in the GT3 class, the GTS cars. Andrea Rizzoli then loses out to Barber. And there's the battle. Meanwhile, the leader makes his way past the car that spun on lap 1, and Alan Kalari then gets shuffled out the way as the battle there between Pastorelli and Lopez continues. Also, Bronesco has lost a position to Rafael Ginamaria. Down towards Clearways, the race leader then. And Holzer closing them in. What now? Barber now. He's going to be working his way up towards the back of Daniels and Perry. And it's Mapelli just ahead of Holzer now in the battle for the lead. And Alan Kalari getting shuffled off the racing line there by Andrea Rizzoli. Right, leaders through Graham Hill Bend. What can Marco Holzer do? How long will it take him to take the race lead? We know it's going to happen. By Barber going a lot wider than the top 3 cars. It's a battle. It makes its way past Alan Kalari, being led by Nicky Pastorelli. A huge gaggle of cars that was about a quarter of the field all in that battle. We'll have to see who actually involved in that, but the leaders together still, because Holzer still putting the pressure on. And it's battle for 6th. Pastorelli just ahead of Lopez. The 2nd, the Corvette's also in there. The car drove by Rafael Ginamaria. And here they come, then they turn through Paddock Hill Bend. The other Ferrari in there is Frederick Leo. That started 16th on the grid. Leaders absolutely nose to tail. And look, Barber there trying to close in the top 3 in the Aston. The Aston Martin Vantage.
Great cars here in the International GT Open side by side. I think after the Ferrari car just been lapped. Wait now for the battle for 6th position. Here they are then. Lopez just slightly further away, this time from Pastorelli as they head through Clearways. Got Frederick Leo there as well as the battle for the lead. Holzer getting closer and closer. He uses a lot of the curve there through Paddock Hill Bend. He gets a great run off the corner, but still cannot find a way through. And into the gravel trap there has gone once again Alan Kalari, and he's not going to get out of there this time. The leaders through 30 here. Pastorelli ahead of Lopez and Leo. Then the fourth of those cars is the final Corvette C6R of Raffaele Ginamaria. Side by side with the lead, Holzer goes through. Marco Holzer is our new race leader then here at Brands Hatch in the International GT Open, and Alvaro Barber there as well. So the three leaders together as they head down towards Paddock Bend. The yellow flag zone this time that will be, so Holzer will be able to hold on to the lead without having to worry about Alvaro Barber for the minute. He stays there in third, then right behind the GT3 leader, the GTS class, Marco Mappelli. Into Graham Hill Bend then comes Pastorelli's battle for 6th position. And Barber still hasn't found a way through as they exit 30s. Second and third together. The Porsche ahead of the Aston. And then the battle for 6th. Pastorelli still ahead of those. Bonoesco, the next car through. And still Barber cannot find a way through past the pole car, Marco Mappelli, who's sharing with Archie Hamilton. They were the winners in that class yesterday. So they'll be looking for a double win. As Barber still can't find a way past him. The car gets slightly out of shape into paddock. He managed to hold that though, and then the attack on Frederick Leo under pressure from Raffaele Ginamaria. They head down towards the Grand Prix loop. So the race went on. Marco Mappelli managed to defend off the Aston. Change there. Frederick Leo being passed by the Corvette of Ginamaria. Then round the outside, finally the Aston found his way into second position. Then the GT3 battle was on between Marco Mappelli and Daniel Zapperi as they head into Paddock Bend here. The battle for third position as they headed out of Paddock Bend. And then once Ginamaria made his way ahead of Leo, he put the pressure onto Lopez as they headed through Paddock Bend. Then Leo put the pressure onto Pastorelli. Right now, these GT2 and GT3 machines made around this Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. It's the International GT Open, the second half of their year now. And here's the scrap for 6th. Pastorelli holding on to Leo and Ginamaria. Then Lopez, Ginamaria and Leo at the back of the queue. Poles are still led, but the battle was on for the GTS class. Marco Mappelli and Daniel Zapperi battling it out. Also you see there Alexandria Capitanio Jr. racing with his father, something you don't know you can see in international racing. Battle for the leader, heading to clearways. Holzer just ahead of Barber. And then as the pit stop started, the order got mixed up some more with time penalties. One car that had a much longer pit stop than they would have wanted with a flash fire. Marco Holzer and Nick Tandy losing a lap out because of that. Corvette there, the number 19 machine. That is Nicky Pastorelli now handing over to Didrik Sidgoff. The Aston there took the lead of the race. Alvaro Barber changing over to Matteo Malusi. Safety car come out with Stefano Bizzari taking over from Andrea Rizzoli. That car going off in a dangerous position. So the 14 cars that remain would have a 5-minute dash to the checkered flag. Head down to Paddock Hill Bend there, you see Nick Tandy right in the mix of the race leaders as he heads through Paddock. The rest of the field following him through, and it looks like at this point that Malcelli into the Aston has a good advantage over the rest of the pack as they head up towards Druitt's hairpin. Then it is the Aston of Malcelli that leads from Gemma Bruni in the Ferrari. Third was Miguel Ramos in the Corvette. They head out of Graham Hill Bend down towards the Grand Prix circuit. And paddock. There's Nick Tandy then, just behind the Aston that leads the way. The battle's on for third, because there you can see Montemini chasing after Ramos in the battle for third position overall. And of course third position in class now, as all the Super GT machines have worked their way past the majority of the GTS pack. As they turn now up in towards Druids once again. Lots of people having very little time to sort out their finishing positions here at Brands Hatch, with just a couple of laps to go at the end of this. So free paddock for the leader, the Aston, but starting it, and Marcelli finishing it off. They're in a pretty good position, but the battle at third is really on, because Ramos and Montemini head up towards Druids together. Here the battle for fifth, that's chipped off just ahead of Philip Pater. In seventh overall, the GT3 leader Archie Hamilton taken over from Mapelli, and Michael Dallastalla is the second car in that class. So the final time up towards Druids is going to be the Aston that takes the victory of Matteo Marcelli. Jimmy Brunick's the one in second. The battle is almost side by side for third. Ramos and Montemini there battling that one out. There's Archie Hamilton leading the GTS part of the race. Just behind him in 8th overall is the Stella car in the Super GT class. Let's take a look at the results, and it was Alvaro Barbara and Matteo Marcelli that took it after 32 laps of racing by just under 4 seconds to Frederick Leo and Jimmy Bruni, and to round off the podium, Rafael Di Maria and Miguel Ramos in the Corvette.